All right. I was gonna wait a little bit longer and see if we can get some more people in here, but I'm sure they'll start rolling in. What's up, everyone? Good morning. How's everyone doing today? We're here for another stream, and this one will be interesting to say the least, because I don't really edit and capture one like that, but we'll see how things go. So how's everyone doing this morning? I'm feeling great. It's like 11 o'clock, almost lunchtime. Hopefully we won't stream for too long so I can go eat, but feeling good. We got a bunch of people in the stream. Missed the photo drop memo. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, this one will be an interesting one. Like I said, again, we'll see how these edits go, and I'll give y'all like the little disclaimer soon in just a second. 1 a.m. in the morning. That's dedication. Thank you for showing up to the stream. So here's what's gonna happen today. I have been working very hard on the Capture One version of the Natural Fills preset. I don't think it's totally ready yet. I've been playing with it and I don't think it's totally there just yet. So I'm gonna test it out on more photos, and that's where y'all's photos come into play. So the disclaimer for today is I don't really edit and Capture One very often, so I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. If y'all have any Capture One tips for me and want to leave them in the chat, feel free while I'm editing, because I'm going to struggle through this. Second off, I don't think the Natural Fills preset for Capture One is 100% ready yet. So you're looking at basically like a beta version. If some of the pictures look kind of wonky, you know, that's what it is, and I still have to adjust from there. But if you think everything looks good, make sure to let me know, and I'll be able to put out the Capture One version of the Natural Fills preset sooner than later. But I still don't feel comfortable with it. I don't think it's totally there yet, so we'll see how it goes. 5 p.m. We got all the evening folks showing up. Good morning. So excited to make it here finally. You're my favorite photographer. Thank you so much. You edited 2 of mine last week. The bride holding up the flag. Oh, awesome. Cool. Oh, also, I didn't get a chance to say, but anyone who submitted JPEGs, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be editing JPEGs, especially for the Capture One version of Natural Fills, because I don't even know how it works really. So I removed all the JPEGs. We're only going to be looking at the RAWs only. I love your Natural Fills preset. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's what I use. Again, it took me 5 years to get to a place where I actually liked my edits. So I'm very confident in the Natural Fills preset, and I love sharing it with other people because you're literally getting my look. Oh, we got Malaysia in the house. Look at here, y'all. Capture One. Who would have known? Guessing you announced these on your IG page. Yeah. Sometimes, so YouTube is kind of funky when it comes to making announcements in the community post. I don't think it shoots it out to everyone. Instagram, it seems like it gets out to more people. But on YouTube, I post stuff and I feel like no one sees it. So I usually don't post too much on YouTube. I could do more announcements so that, like, you know, like a 1 week, a 2 week away, a 3 day away, just more often. But yeah, I'll see what I can do for stuff. Big fan from India. Would like you to edit Indian skin tone pictures. By the way, love your style. Thank you so much. All right, though. Let's go ahead and jump into this. Again, this is a work in progress. I don't know if this preset actually works. I tried it out a fair amount and it seemed like it was doing well, but I don't know if it's totally there yet. Julio, welcome to the stream. I only get notifications of your live streams. Guess I should tap into your page more often. Not your fault. Yeah, the way YouTube does it is not the best, I don't think. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? So the biggest thing I have a hard time with Capture One is it feels like such a sensitive program. Like, you move the knobs barely, and like, everything in the whole world changes, and I'm always like, oh, okay. Why is the clarity so high? Don't like this song. I gotta go through and clean up my playlist. Let's see before and after. Let's see. Pull these shadows up a little bit. But I mean, yeah, for the most part, the Natural Fields Capture One version feels pretty good. Like, it's feeling about where I want it. This is a RAW file. So far I've found that it works pretty well on Fuji files, which this is one. I wish I could see the camera information, but I don't know where that lives in Capture One. Jesse! Oh my goodness, every stream. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. I really appreciate that super chat. About to do a special Jesse stream. How do y'all feel about this? How's that look to y'all? Is that good? Is it bad? It's a great photo. What? Is that a person? I didn't even notice that. I just happened to zoom in by accident. Did y'all see that? Who is that? All right, let's keep going. Here's another Fuji file. So let's get this natural feels. Too much magenta. Something's off. Struggling in Capture One. Too much orange. Looks pretty epic. Pretty epic shot. Capture One really makes Fujifilm files look good, especially with the noise. Yeah, the Fuji stuff does really do well in Capture One. Here's our before and after. I feel like it's a little too orange for my liking. Also, does Capture One, does it do a side-by-side before and after? I always like the side-by-side before. Oh, full view? Oh no, that doesn't. Like, I want to see both pictures, you know what I mean? Y'all got so many Fuji files up in here. I love it. All the Fuji folks coming out to play. So the magenta here is too much. I'll warm it up a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if it's totally there. The tones are about there, but I feel like there's something missing. Bring down the clarity otherwise. Oh yeah, I don't know why that is a part of the photos either. Here, hold on. We gotta save that. White balance, exposure. Clarity. There we go. And y'all are gonna see a lot of that too. Like, I'm gonna be adjusting the preset while we go, because like I said, I don't think it's totally there just yet. Matching between Lightroom and Capture One is like, it hurts. Hey John, is there an easy way to calibrate your monitor so that your output looks right on all other devices? I think exposure rather than color. I mean, I used one of those, what's that? The Spider X data color, the calibrators. I used one of those before. A lot of times, depending on my monitors though, I don't even calibrate, and usually everything is fine. These are great shots. What lens is this? 30, good old 35 f2. Your natural preset will be good for the Sony A. So the natural fields preset in Lightroom works for all cameras. It's not specific to any camera body at all. It's just good for everything. I'm still working on the Capture One version, so I'm not sure how it plays. I think this next one is a Sony, yeah, ARW. So we'll see how this goes. I love using Capture One, but styles creation is a bit extra. Yeah, it hurts. I can't tell you, like, I have whole days where all I do is try to convert the natural fields preset, and it's painful. So see, every time I go to a different camera body, the colors are totally wonky like this, and then I have to end up like white balancing super hard, and I'm not sure, like, the saturation looks totally off. And supposedly it's because of the ICC profile, but I have the ICC profile set up for the natural fields preset. Maybe that DNG file neutral is the way to go. The colors look off though. When are you releasing the Capture One version? When it works right. It doesn't really work right. I can't get it to work on all camera bodies. And it like is irking me. I'm so mad. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do too? We're gonna make this a sit down session with John as he tries to figure out the Capture One version of the natural fields preset. So I want y'all to, I'm gonna show y'all how this be working. And just the fact that it's not there yet. Let me, so I'm gonna import the rest here in Lightroom. And again, sorry for all the JPEG folks, but no JPEGs today. NEF, CR3s, bunch of Fuji files. I'm actually surprised at how much Fuji files are up in here. Raf, NEF, raf. Here's the JPEG. Here we go. Cool. Import. You can also combine styles. Yeah, that's the thing that's weird about Capture One for me. Like being able to combine styles and all that stuff, it's just too much. I love the natural fields preset, but sometimes for black hair and the subject, the shadows can get a little dark. Do you recommend? Well, yeah, so the biggest thing with presets is no preset is a straight up one and done. You should still be editing yourself and making adjustments. The presets really are mainly just for like color balance, you know what I mean? Like, or like color grading, or just basically a color tone to go along with your stuff, rather than, you know, an actual, it edits my whole photo. If you change it to ICC Pro standard for other camera brands, maybe it will work. The thing is, like, when I changed to the Pro standard, like the colors are totally off. Like they're not even kind of right. They're just totally wrong. Okay, so here's the edit I just did on this. Again, it looks super washed out. I don't know what's going on. And then let's see if we can find it in Lightroom. See if we can find that same photo. Also too, why is it Capture One like orders everything all weird? There we go. Okay, so I mean, in Lightroom, it's all washed out like that too. That's the biggest thing, y'all. Again, natural fields is not like a one and done. You do have to come in sometimes in white balance. That's actually kind of close. Maybe it's not so bad. Maybe it's not so bad. I just don't want to release it and have it be like straight up bad. You know what I mean? Because I know everyone's always asking me like, John, when are you gonna release it? When are you gonna release it? I don't know, man. It doesn't feel like it's totally there yet. By the way, when I started editing, I downloaded so many free and paid presets, and natural fields is by far the best. Thank you so much. That really means a lot. The Capture One version. Yeah, I'm hoping, again, I want to release it soon. I mean, that's looking pretty close to me. Those blues are looking good. I mean, yeah, that's looking pretty close. The greens are totally off, though. What happened to the greens? Oh, my goodness. I think that's my issue. Those greens are wrong. How bad is that? They have, like, no life to them at all. Yeah, they should look like that. That's better. What happened to the greens? Something you never want to hear during a Thanksgiving. You ain't bring the collards? How many off-camera flash do you use for an event? I use none. No off-camera flash. I usually never use off-camera flash. It's a rare occurrence when I use off-camera flash. Now, if I was gonna have a more normal off-camera flash setup, the way I would do it, and I've done it before, so I would get two Godox 8200 Pros, either or, put some grids on them so that they'll shoot out more, put them angled two corners with each other. Now, how I would trigger it, I wouldn't use those flashes as my main flashes. Most people, when they do off-camera flash, they'll use those flashes as the main flashes. But what I would do is I would keep my on-camera flashes still on my camera. So that's the V862 I use, which Godox. And that can actually trigger the two 8200s. So I would use the 8200s as kind of filler light, and I wouldn't have them super powerful, just enough to like kick some light in. And then my main flash on my camera, I would use like I normally do with the Magsphere on top, and then use it to trigger and also give that fill flash right in front of me. That's how I would approach off-camera flash, but generally I don't use it. It's like extremely rare if I use off-camera flash. Oh my goodness. See, yeah, so far I've found that Fuji files work great with the natural fills for Capture One. Sony files are horrible. And I don't know why that is. Pro Standard changes the colors too much. This DNG neutral seems like it almost is better. But yeah, those greens look hurt. Let's jump into Lightroom. Where is this photo? Here it is. I mean, it's looking about the same. I don't know why the greens are always off like that, though. Those shadows. This is a cool shot. Honestly, I'd rather see this in black and white, but... John, maybe you can send a selective few, the beta version, with TNC, and we can give you feedback. I was thinking about that too for a while. Can you use the AD100 as a main flash for weddings? I'm not familiar with the 100 actually. What prime would you recommend alongside 56 and the 90? Probably like a 23 to give you something wider. We got Poland in the house. Hello, welcome to the stream. Yes, saturation just a bit. Yeah, those are looking about the same. Maybe I'm closer than I think. Something looks wrong in the curves too. The black is like too faded in this one. Man, matching presets is the worst. Here comes another RAW file, so this should work just fine. I could always just release a Fujifilm only version. I just would rather have like, I'd have it out for everybody, you know? I don't want to have to make all these versions. And the less confusing I can make it for people, the better. Because yeah, like this looks great. This feels like exactly how it should look. Lithuania in the house. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. The Godox here. Let me look it up real quick. Godox A100. I mean, it would work. It just, I don't know how powerful it is. But for the most part, like at the end of the day, and this is what happens a lot of times, especially when I get so many questions about what product to use. At the end of the day, it's gonna come down to what works for you and what you feel works best and that you are comfortable with using. But don't get caught up in the marketing that these companies put out of like, oh, this one's better and you absolutely need this one. As long as you're generating light and you're getting the light you need to make your photos, it doesn't matter what you use, honestly. So there's no like, oh, this flash is better than that. It's more so just what works well for you as the artist. Switzerland in the house. Hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I could totally release a Fujifilm version, I think. Oh my goodness. So many things in Capture One just like, no. No. Like straightening photos feels just like such an ordeal. I feel like it's not as fast as Lightroom. Hello from Texas. How you liking Capture One? I don't like it. I can't stand Capture One. It just feels so slow. Like, do y'all bulk edit weddings in this? I feel like Capture One would be great for like portraiture. And especially that's probably why it's so good at tethering with cameras. But like, if I had 5 photos that I wanted to make like the best banger shots and I wanted to get in there and just nitpick the photo, this would be awesome. But if I'm trying to edit like 1,500 photos, I feel like this would take forever. When I use bounce from ceiling, the background gets a bit too bright. How do you focus the subject using the camera flash? So first off, if you're using bounce from the ceiling, are you using TTL? Because I would say don't use TTL. TTL be messing people up. Again, if we harp so much on shooting in manual, it doesn't totally make sense to then be like, oh, but my flash is totally automatic. Like, shoot everything in manual. Whereas I want this black and white too. The black and white I'm pretty happy with, but obviously it's black and white. It's much easier. So really what it comes down to is like what your flash power is at. The background definitely shouldn't be lit. That sounds like some TTL stuff to me. Because your camera's being like, oh my god, I need more light. And it just flashes mad hard. If you're not using TTL, you know, set your power to a power that's not going to flash so hard. Again, the way I approach flash, especially, and I like to use receptions as kind of the guideline because that's the main point in a wedding that you like absolutely have to use flash. Basically, I raise my ISO a bit to illuminate the background. So I'm grabbing the ambiance from the background because there's usually lights or candles or something. And then my flash fills in things that are close to me. Anything farther in the back, I don't care if it's lit because it's the background. So my flash power is generally at like 132 or 116. It's never really that high. Because of it too, I get a faster recycle time. Because if your flash is like 1.1 power, 1.8, it can't recycle as fast and you're going to miss shots. Hey, first of all, I wanted to say how much your vids mean to me. I shoot my first wedding in October and I've learned awesome Awesome, awesome, awesome. I've not used Capture One for a wedding yet. If I'm trying to match photos, I just select multiple ones and put them in the viewer. John, maybe use... Oh my goodness, that cloud came through so hard. John, maybe use Capture One and Lightroom export stage to sharpen like you use exposure. You could, I guess. But the main issue I'm having here is colors. Wow. It's like the darkest cloud just came through ever in the world. And I just like... Oh, here it comes back now. I buy your Lightroom preset and it's awesome. Can you make a Capture One version? That's what I'm working on now, actually. It just doesn't feel like it's working correctly. I'm still trying to get it to work. But yeah, it's looking like it works on Fuji files though. It's looking pretty good on these RAWs. What I need is a GFX 100 file. I don't think the GFX are really showing correctly. What, is there a way for me to see what camera this is? Where's the information? Oh, here we go. Maybe. Camera settings. Camera focus. Oh, wow. Oh, that's for live shooting. I just want to know what it is. Oh, that's for exporting. There we go. Let's see. XT3. I really feel like smooth bulk editing in Capture One is just a matter of time in the system. Since I never started on Lightroom. Anytime I go to Lightroom is the way. Yeah. And that's, at the end of the day, it really just comes down to like what you're most comfortable with. That's why I always hate that everyone's like, which one is better? Just edit your photos. So see, because the focus is missed here, I would black and white this. That's generally my go-to. Nope. 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 Yeah. The focus is off too much for my liking. Wow, and it's at f4? What happened? Greetings from VA. My wife and second shooter has started watching your videos. Awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, this is cool. Let's see if we can straighten this up a little bit. And then we're gonna crop it. Oops. Ratio is original. Oh. What am I doing? Oh. Ta-da! Much better. This is also a Fuji file. And for this, I think I will... Oh, they don't have an auto white balance? It just looks way too... Yeah. Whoa. I've no experience with Capture One. Is there any reason to use it over Lightroom? I personally don't think so. Everyone has said that the way that it handles Fuji files is much better because everyone's all harped up on the whole Fujifilm worms thing. But honestly, the worms aren't that bad. You just have to know how to work with them in Lightroom. If you're not a Fujifilm user, then, I mean, it's really any program, I guess. I've heard that in Capture One, the noise canceling is much better. And just the way it deals with colors is a little bit better, but I don't know. I don't know. Love from Pakistan. What would be your wishes for an XT5? The main thing, the main thing I would want on an XT5 is to get rid of the flip screen. Oh my goodness. I can't, like, I love the XT4. It's a great camera, and I was just shooting with it at my last wedding. It's such a good camera, but I can't with that flip screen. I cannot. It's just, oh my goodness. It's more for video. It's not for still shooters at all. Hello, does PicTime allow the client to download high-res photos, or does it force you to purchase them? No, you can choose as the photographer what you would want your clients to do. So you can either, you know, have them download the full res or pay for them. Like, I let my clients get the full reses for free, and you just have to set that up inside of PicTime. This is a great shot. Looks good. Let's see if we can straighten. I think the crop is gonna get messed up if we straighten it. Yeah, we lost her feet. Just wanted to say hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Out of white balance is the small magic stick next to the white balance. Oh, I see it. Thank you. Again, teach me how to use Capture One while I'm in here. This is a dope shot. Great stuff. Let's see if we can straighten it. It looks pretty straight, but yeah, y'all, I might have to just release like an X series, Natural Fields X series, because the Fujifilm stuff is looking good. And I'm sure with most of y'all being Fujifilm users, you would probably love that if I'd go ahead and just release it. Hey John, do you choose the lenses in your kit based on their focal length combined with crop factor on your camera? I do. So I like shooting primes, and then I just think about the focal lengths I like. Generally, and I've talked about this before, but four lenses are kind of like the way to go. So you want a super wide, a kind of close, and a tele. So for me, being on crop sensor, it's a 16, 23, 50, 56, and oh, I missed my 35, and then a 50, 56. Yeah, this is looking good. What camera is this? It's XT2. Oh, there goes our Christmas music again. Okay, let's see if we can find this and compare it to Lightroom. Yeah, that's looking pretty on, y'all. I might have to do it. Yeah. Go ahead and release it. Capture One X series. What about the 90 f2? The 90 f2 is awesome. I tend to like to shoot wider, so the 90 f2 is a little too close for my personal taste, but I think it's a great lens. I own one, like I bought it myself, but the main reason I got it was for weddings where they made me stand in the back of the church and I couldn't move anywhere, so I don't use it that often. Here, let me do something about my lighting situation, because these clouds is messing up. They're messing up my vibe, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. We just need a little a little tiny pop of light in there. Just a little bit, just enough. So that at least when those clouds dim out, I'm not looking crazy. Ta-da! Softbox, here we go. All right. Hello from British Columbia. Are you considering one-on-ones? I do them now, actually. I just kind of have it on the low. No one really knows about it. My secret one-on-ones. If you want to chat with me and learn some things. What? Oh. Let me send y'all a link just so you can look at it. Secret one-on-ones. This is also Fuji. And I want to warm it up just a bit. Before and after. Yeah, y'all, I might have to do it. That yellow's hurting. I like sucked the life out of the yellow. Here, let's see what Lightroom looking like. The life was sucked out of the yellow in Lightroom too, so. Oh, the yellow looks totally different. Is that the hue? Yeah, it is. Dang. And the lightness. That's a little bit closer there. But the main thing with the Capture One version is I want the tones to be about the same. Like at the end of the day, I know it's not gonna match exactly. That's like near impossible to do. It would take me 50 years. But as long as I can get the tones pretty much the same, that's kind of the point. I'd love some one-on-one action. Can you tell some best and worst client stories? I don't have a lot of worst client stories. I have one that's like the worst in the whole world. And then I have a couple of minor things, but honestly, it's all stuff that I can learn from and stuff that I could have done better. But I do have stories. I have some stories. I don't have a lot though. I don't have that many. Capture One for Fuji is cool. I'm close to pulling trigger on perpetual license. Greetings from Romania. Hello, welcome to the stream. Did the natural fills preset for Lightroom change from last year in terms of settings? It did not. It's basically been the same. Here goes some more. Y'all gave me all the good Fuji files. Just to make, yeah, that like, it's a good thing I put that softbox up. Y'all just wanted to confirm for me that natural fills worked well on Fuji files. Uh-oh, what is this? What's going on with the skin? Skin tone. Isn't there like, yeah, a specific skin tone? Like, this is too much for me. This is, like, what is this? Why? Why? There's a smoothness. Oh no, oh no! Reset the photo. Where did you take inspiration from in your early work for wedding photography? For me, it was just watching a lot of my peers kind of in the wedding industry at the time. Okay, this magenta is not, it's just not. Huh. Why is this happening? Why does it look like this? It's before and after. Let's get Lightroom up in here. Zane coming in with the real life reporter questions. All the no's and why is this happening? Yeah, this is real photography, y'all. Everyone, oh yay, I'm gonna be a photographer and it's gonna be great and I'm gonna sit at home and edit all day. No, this is what it really is. It's painful the whole time. Okay, I guess that's kind of what it looked like in the first place. Okay, wait. Let's reset it again. Ah! See, if this was my whole wedding, this photo would get black and whited real quick because I'd be like, why does it look like this? Black and white. Great. Yellow. Why do you do this to me? Yellow. I don't like how you look today. Orange. There. That's how we want it. It's like everything is too cool, but then if I warm it up, everything just looks wrong. Like, it should be here, but then their skin tone is like, what camera is this? XT20. What? There's white. Is this white balance different from this white balance? No, they're the same. Okay. Yeah, okay. We're getting closer. That's kind of where I like it. You like autopilot and like, yeah, Lightroom is like boop, 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 edit it. There it goes. Oh yeah, see? I don't know why the skin tones were doing that. I got it pretty close though. That's where I like it right there. Top 3 other YouTube photographers you follow or recommend. Oh, that's a hard question. So I really like Julia Trotti. Her stuff is pretty cool. I watch a lot of her videos. She also has a lot of just like practical knowledge as far as when you're shooting in sessions and stuff. Her work looks great as well. I really like Reggie's stuff. He hasn't really been doing too much on YouTube recently, but he be teaching. Like when I want to know something specific, something that's very technical, especially when it comes to like the Fujifilm cameras, I hit up Reggie with the quickness. Like always. Can I make a virtual copy? Is that possible? Oh yeah, a variant, I guess. Let's see what the black and white version looks like. Yeah. My chat works, but the video is frozen. The video is frozen. Is it frozen for everybody? It is. What? Oh no, wait, it's working for me. Maybe that was just a small hiccup. Can you look at two photos at the same time? You can. While taking pictures, yes. I can't wait to edit. While editing. Why is my... Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. Here we are again. XT20. So this was the first Fuji camera where the colors were looking kind of wonky. The skin tones are kind of... I don't know what's happening with the skin tones. Like, I feel like they're too much of something. Yeah, they're like too saturated. Other than that, though, it looks great. Also, these are cool photos. Like, both of these together. It's good stuff. This one's like too yellow again. Gotta find that sweet spot. You can even edit, I think, 12 at the same time. Oh, really? Crazy. I mean, yeah, capture one's cool. It's okay. Like, I'm starting to get a feel for it the more I use it, but at the end of the day, I don't know. Again, it comes down to like efficiency and what you're more efficient in. Skin tones. Go away. I don't want you. I don't need you. Can I turn off? Oh, that's right. All my tools at the top. This is funny. Let's watch John struggle with the preset. Let's see what we've edited so far. I mean, yeah, these feel pretty good. Now, these last couple ones I had to jank around a little too hard to get the colors looking right, but everything else feels pretty good. Oh, wow, you can zoom in on... Wow, how cool. Oh, your pick is next. Let's hit it. Bam. Oh, this is dope. I play saxophone, so I'm about this. Like the perspective, too. What lens is this? 17 mil. The 16 to 55. Nice. Oh yeah, what camera is this? XT3, yeah. I feel like the XT series, the single digit XT series is what it works the best on. Like, I didn't have to do much of anything to this photo. And it's like good to go. So before and after, yeah. Is it capture one more for doing more in camera and less editing afterwards? I don't know. I don't think so. Here's another great shot. Color's looking good. I want to straighten it up a bit. There we go. Let me pull these shadows up a tad and something. Yeah, too much magenta. There's our before and after. Yep, about to just be like, capture what natural fills preset for the XT series. Each one you select that you can edit in. You can edit it in the large view that's so easy to match. So basically you're saying I could come in here and choose like, oh, we got Flame's photos next. You already know she bring the heat. Flame bringing the heat. So I could select 3 photos like this and then just edit all of them at the same time. Oh, wow. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, these, what are these nefs? You see how they look not saturated enough? Oh, but the exposure's only going for one of them. With Capture One or Lightroom, can you get by with just that without needing Photoshop? Yeah, I rarely use Photoshop. I only use Photoshop in rare cases where I need to like remove something from like the background, like extreme spot dodge type stuff or content aware fill. That's like the only time I use it. Other than that, I never use Photoshop. Oh snap, this is actually kind of dope. Let's be real. Oh yeah, that's right, the greens are all messed up on stuff other than Fuji files. The color was more on this yellow end and it was saturated more. Maybe I'll just for every camera body, I'll just release a Capture One Natural Fills preset. Kind of late, so this is Capture One. It is. This is the Natural Fills preset for Capture One, which I don't believe is finished just yet. It doesn't work correctly on all camera bodies the way I would like it to. Now, it works great on Fujifilm files we've seen so far, but that's about it. Yeah, those greens are... But yeah, like, you shouldn't have to come in and edit the greens on every photo every time. That's not how this should work. But that was cool that you could select multiple photos at the same time. But yeah, these they look fairly spot on. I mean, yeah, that's the colors are a little off, but it's feeling pretty good to me. I think the biggest advantage of the Natural Fills preset is that it's so versatile and looks amazing on almost every photo. Yeah, all cameras, so please take your time. Yeah, I don't want to rush the Capture One version. I really don't, and that's been the holdup. Is I want to go ahead and release it, but it doesn't feel right to me. So I keep, every day going back and trying to get it to work, and it won't work. So then I'll wait for like a month, get some fresh eyes and then go back on it. Are you thinking about switching to Capture One permanently? No, not at all. The only reason I'm really even using it and learning it is so that I can make a Capture One version of the Natural Fills preset for you all. Because that's how much I love you all. Because it's painful. Like, it really is the worst to try and match these presets. I don't think I've done anything that's been so horrible. This is a great shot. Oh, can you... Oh. What is this? Apply. Boom. How cool. But what I really wanted to do was the... Can you do the horizontal? Yeah, there you go. That's what I really wanted. So many cool tools. Wow, Capture One. Wow. Boom. Now it's straight and it looks wrong. It pulled it too far over. I like it like this better. So a friend of mine I had tested, and then he made this Canon version, which this is a Canon file, and it looks much better. The colors look right too. So I'm not sure I understand what's happening. He changed the oh no, he didn't change the ICC profile. What did he do? How did he fix it? Because this looks great. I'm about to just find some people and be like, do you want to test the Natural Fills preset? Do you want to, fix it and get paid? I'll pay you to fix it. Yeah, I don't know what he did. That looks good for the Canon one, though. I use Capture One all the time. Plans for next live vid. I'm not sure what the next one will be. I'm debating maybe doing something with website critiques or portfolio critiques would be cool. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to do, because did I release that video yet? Oh no, I got a video I'm about to release. But I talk about putting blog posts on your website. So I think I might do a live stream critiquing blog posts on people's websites. Yeah, this works. I don't know what he did. I don't know what he changed. So let's use the Canon version again on this one. Yeah, weird. Maybe ask Kirk Maston. Yo, I was even thinking about buying the Capture One version of Maston Labs just to see what they did in it. Cause yeah, I remember when they came out with the Capture One version, I'm like, how did y'all even match your stuff? It's like the hardest thing to match. How did you do it? Thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you. I don't use Capture One, but I appreciate you doing this for everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. What's the highest ISO and lowest shutter speed you recommend to go in low light? So it depends on a lot. It depends on if your camera has IBIS or not. But I don't like to go too low, under 60. And 60 is a stretch. Also, too, mind you, it depends on what you're doing as well. So if you have a couple and they're standing still and not much is happening, you can go down to 60. If you have a couple who's like running around or doing something crazy, you might want to go back up to like 80 or something. ISO also is camera dependent. For me, on my X-T3, X-T4, I don't like to go too high over 2000. But again, it's kind of camera specific. Let me fix this. Autofocus is irking me. Camera over here struggling. It's not that hard to autofocus. I just bought the V862F because of you. Now I just have to learn how to use it. Awesome. Yeah, I love that flash. My good old trusty flash. So these were shots by Flame. They look awesome. This was the Canon version of the natural fills that a friend of mine made when I had him test it. And I'm pretty sure it's pretty on. I didn't really compare. He just made a version of it based off of the Capture One natural fills that I gave him. But I mean, yeah, it looks like it's pretty much on. I don't know what he did. I have to ask him, actually. I mean, yeah, that looks pretty on. I think I had turned down the highlights. He had it all the way up. Huh. Oh, something looks off. Maybe that contrast being so down. I don't know. Between weddings, YouTube, and personal projects, what cameras are you currently using? So I own the X-T3s. I have an X-T4 and I have an X-T30. If I'm shooting personal, a lot of times it's just family. And my go-to for that is the X-T30, just because it's so small and easy to use. And then other than that, I just use my main cameras. The main thing it comes down to is sometimes I don't want to feel like I'm working. And if I don't want to feel like I'm working, then I use the X-T30. Because the moment I start picking up the X-T3 or the X-T4, it feels like work again. So I'm just like, oh, snap! We got KEH Camera in the house. Yeah! I guess, let me give them a shout out. I don't know if y'all know, but I'm sponsored by KEH Camera. They're awesome. There's a video I'm working on right now. But I got this awesome tilt shift lens, which is in great condition because KEH has amazing used gear. And if you've never used a tilt shift lens before, you need to try it out because tilt shift lenses are amazing, especially for portraits and stuff. But yeah, that's cool to see KEH in the house. Yeah, the sneak plug. I got to give my shout outs to my sponsors. I love them. Or like, I don't even know if y'all saw. I'm waiting to get back some of my my actual film scans, but I bought the Sigma 35 for Nikon for my film camera. I bought that from KEH too. It was used. This thing came out of the box basically new. Like, really. I was kind of surprised. And that's the cool thing. I love being sponsored with things that I appreciate. You know what I mean? Like, I buy a used camera lens and it looks absolutely amazing. And I'm like, well, there it is. You know, like, that's why I'm sponsored with y'all, because it's good stuff. Oh, no. Look at those color changes. So far it looks like on the Nikon stuff, the yellows are totally wonked. Yeah, and their skin tones are like gone. What did I do last time? The yellow needed to come down here some, and saturation needed to go up. Also, I think saturation in general needed to come up a little bit. On the same end though, this might just be what the natural feels looks like, because it is pretty desaturated. So let's compare. Here we go. So let's compare real quick. But yeah, I really would rather not release a version for each camera. I really don't want to. Yeah, so see, this is kind of what I was saying. My yellows are desaturated like that anyway. And usually the only time I change that stuff if it's per photo. So like this specific photo, like it has a lot of yellow happening. So I might come back in here and turn it up just like that. Just for this photo. So I mean, it doesn't look that off. Outside of, well, in the yellow I had to turn it up anyway. Even in Lightroom. Wow, I've been eyeing ordering from KEH. Yeah, I've been a fan. I've been a fan. How can I have the same colors on Capture One as they are on the camera? I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I'm a Capture One noob myself, so KEH Camera, John, is one of the best out here. Best behind the scenes videos on YouTube. Oh yeah. I bought my Canon RP from KEH Camera. It was basically brand new. Nice. Are you working on any non-wedding photography projects? A JBiv book? I haven't, you know, as just a photographer in general, I have a really bad habit of never taking photos for myself. So I don't have a book or anything coming out, but I would actually love to do more projects. Just based on kind of me and what I would like to shoot. I'd probably shoot it on film too. I've really been liking film recently. That's been kind of my go-to. Whenever I want to just shoot for me, it's usually film. I haven't made a video yet, but I'm saving my last two Fuji 400Hs, hopefully for a YouTube video. Or I could probably sell both of these for like $100 a piece. If I really wanted to. Probably not the 35s. Oh! Usually people who are seriously shooting film are using medium format, but yeah, I got a whole bunch. I got a whole bunch of film just chilling, waiting to be used. Got some of this Ektar. Got a whole bunch of HP5. I got some of this Provia, which was mad expensive. wanted to pop in and say hello. Talk soon, John. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining in on the stream. Do you shoot film at weddings? I don't yet. I would love to, but I haven't gotten the confidence enough with film. Yeah, y'all, nothing looks right to me. The Fujifilm files are the only ones that look good. Everything else looks off. Let's see if we can compare again. Where are you? Where are you? Where is this shot? Maybe if you weren't looking at it so small. I don't see it. Am I crazy? Do you think 2314, 3514, 5612 need refreshing? I mean, yeah, them things are old. It'd be awesome if they got refreshed. I know personally, I don't like the 3514 because it has that old school focusing where the whole piece comes. I'm not a fan. So I used the 3514 before. It's a great lens. I just didn't like how it focused. Not saying it focuses bad. I was just being picky. But yeah, them things are old. The 5612, I mean, I guess they could refresh it and give it the newer focusing system. I really don't see this shot. Is it not in here? Did it not import somehow? Oh no, it's why is it black and white? Oh, is this like a DNG and it had its edit? What? Okay. That feels about right. Yeah, like I don't know. It's not there yet. Ah! I just want it to work. Oh, Christina, hello. Welcome to the stream. So here's a Fuji. So this should work just fine. And it makes sense that that's happening because when I initially started converting it, obviously it was with my own pictures, which are Fuji. So it makes sense that it like feels like it works well on Fuji files the best. Yeah, it looks great on the Fuji files. I gotta figure out how to get it to work on everything else. Dang. When I scheduled this, I was like kind of excited because I thought I had converted it, but pretty much immediately after I scheduled this live stream, it started being like, hold on, is this actually working correctly? And then I tried it on a couple of the different camera bodies and I was like, oh no, this doesn't seem right. And I was like, no, I just scheduled a live stream. Variants. See a black and white. This looks like black and white. Yeah. Here goes another one of our black and white or color. How y'all feeling? How did you get it to work with other camera profiles in Lightroom? Did it just apply well? And yeah, it really did just work. Because that's the one thing I loved is after I made the preset, even when I had second photographers, I was just like editing and I was just like, oh, I was like, it looks great on all the cameras. Like there was little adjustments to get each camera to match another one. So like if I shot with someone who shot, you know, like Nikon or something, to get it to match with my Fuji, there was a little bit of adjustments, but that's just camera differences. But for the cameras by themselves, it looked great. Is this you just? I saw this when I was importing the files and I was like, bro, what is this? What are the names of these? Oh yeah, that happens every stream, doesn't it? As I'm always like, is this Jesse? Is this the same? Is this the same person? Is that you? Color indeed. Yeah, that color's looking good. Let me, my internet is hurting for reasons unknown. Let's make sure. Let's make sure it's doing what it needs to do. Such a good photo. It's a JPEG though, so we're gonna skip it. I'm sorry. This person is way better than me. Here's a Fuji file. Yeah, look, look, it works so well. That's what we want. This is it right here. That was natural fills. But it's only working well on Fuji files. Dang, I'm mad. Whew. I thought I had it. I thought I had it. Let's compare to Lightroom real quick. Also, what camera is this? Does it tell me there? XT4. Capture One even did better because it had the white balance looking good up front. I didn't have to go through and white balance it so hard. The whites look more like they're like glowing. Ugh, matching is so hard, y'all, and like skin tones are a little weird. 80K soon to 100. Yeah, I can't believe I hit 80 too. Like I hit it the other day and I was like, wow, really? Looking good on those Fuji. Yeah, it looks really good on the Fujis. The skin tones are still a little off though. Oh my goodness. I think we need to figure out how to celebrate 100. That's gonna be the real thing, because 100 is gonna come before I know it, and I'm gonna be like, oh, I didn't even realize it was 100 at this point, and I won't have anything planned for it, because that's always how it happens. Here's another shot from the same photographer. This looks good. Good stuff. Better start planning. Yeah, I need to plan it now. That's the big thing. Oh, you know what? Do I have backblaze? Is it like, yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, that's what happened. Backblaze started trying to back up. Over here trying to mess up my stream. ARW is Sony. Hit it off with some auto white balance to start. That looks about right. Again, the greens are always off on the Nikon and the Sonys. Better start planning. Hey, it's Mark. Mark was he's the one who got the Canon version looking kind of pretty good. That's when the Capture One preset will, but yeah, I'm like 100K Capture One, woo, Capture One discount, natural feels discount. More ARW. Good old Sony. Everything is off. But with the Sony, it's like barely off. Like the saturation's a little weird, and I don't know what the problem is. I just want it to work. I just want natural fields preset on Capture One. I'll just hit up Maston Labs and be like, can you convert my preset for me? Yeah, so this photo, which is a great photo, I sat around playing with this thing for 50 years trying to get the natural fill Sony version to work out well, and it just never matched. I couldn't get it to match. It was like the most annoying. So again, as per always, the greens are totally off. They need to be in this more yellowy tone. They need to be saturation not hurt so much. And then something else with like the magenta's off. I just couldn't get it to match. Can you edit this? I'm about to actually, because I was gonna show y'all. And the saturation, so it should be like here ish. Yeah, I spent 50 years with this photo using it as like a matching photo for Sony files. It was like hard to get it to match. So here it is in Lightroom, which is a great shot. Just nice, clean shot. Maybe for 100K, you could do C1 and Rec 709 LUT for video. Oh, I want to make a LUT. I converted a LUT. I have a natural fields LUT floating around somewhere. Couple on brick wall. Well, I'm not gonna go through, and today's a Capture One day. I'm only doing stuff in Lightroom to compare. Is that a contrast thing? Is that why? Is that why Mark turned the contrast down? Ooh, maybe. Wow, I didn't realize. That actually made a pretty big difference. I mean, that's as good as it's gonna get. The greens are still a little off. That's not so bad though, actually. Let's see. So the greens are a little bit greener. The saturation was up a little bit. Yeah. Actually, that's looking pretty good. Let me save this one. Actually, yeah, that's looking pretty good, actually. It's looking pretty good. Is that magenta that's too much? Drop those shadows a touch. Yeah, that's exactly what I was. And this red looks. Yeah, the red is like a little bit oranger. But I don't want to drop the saturation too much. Oh yeah, this is good. Here, let's save this. Exposure, white balance. All right. So if this is the Sony adjustment, let's go back and let's find, let's see. Oh, great job. I saved the cropping with it. Good job. Exposure, white balance, rotation, yeah. What do you use the live stream? I'm in OBS. I got my XT3 for the camera. Yeah, that feels much better. Maybe that's just what I need to do. I just need to match and then make a version for each. Here's another Sony. Oh yeah, that's yay! Yay! Y'all gonna make me finish this preset because I got all this pressure on while y'all watching me. Gotta make sure I can convert the preset because if not, it's gonna be like, oh, look at John. Look at John and his bad photo editing and Capture One. He has no idea what he's doing. Great job. I keep going back and forth on getting Capture One. Thanks for this. Also, can you see worms? No, worms are like a non-existent thing inside of Capture One. Capture One handles Fuji files much better. Yeah, this feels much better. I think that was it, y'all. I think that was it. You know what's hard about matching presets too? Is it's like the small differences between white balance versus the color tones themselves. And that's where like it starts getting real hard, because like you warm it up, but then you drop the oranges and then you desaturate, and now it's like, well, where's the which one is what am I trying to match? You know, like it's the worst. Well, I'm sure this stream didn't turn out the way you intended. It's really affirming to see the challenge in processing and creating a preset. Oh yeah, it hurts. It's wild to me that it's so different across camera. Lightroom is fairly universal. Yeah, that's what I've been dealing with too. It just, you would think like, oh yeah, it'll just be the same or whatever. It's like so different between cameras. I feel like in Lightroom, and that's what happened. Like I made my preset and it was just like, here it is, it looks great, and you're like, oh awesome. Capture One's like, nah bruh, you gotta go through every camera and get it right. Did we have any other Sonys? There was a couple. This was a Sony shot. Oh yeah, let's do this one, because this is the one I was having issues with in the first place. Yeah, I think this, yes, let's go. So much better. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the approach. I need to go by each camera system. Yeah. I had edited this one already, didn't I? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, let's go. Okay. Yeah. Buy all the camera system. Oh no, Streamlabs. Every time. Mark's gonna stop coming to the streams because Streamlab always getting them. I'm thinking of selling all my Canon gear and going to Fuji. It will be helpful for my back. Yes, that's one of the main reasons I went Fuji as well. Because at like an 8-hour wedding day, carrying that stuff was the worst. Okay, let's go back to these photos. Here's our good old RAF. So that should work out fine. Great shot too. I feel like I can warm this up maybe. The white balance looks good to me. Yeah, I don't kind of liked where it was. Last night I dreamt of photographing a wedding. I've never done it before. I'm 16. It was pretty funny dreaming of it. I guess that was a prediction. I mean, you can definitely, I know you may feel a little young now and it might not be time, but you know, keep it in your head. You'll be ready for it. Why is this black and white? What? How's it a raft but it's black and white? If I put a preset on it, will it? Yeah, no, it's not. I can't edit this. So see, here's that Canon version that Mark made. Oh, what's happening with this white balance? There we go. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, this looks pretty good too. Yeah, that's what I have to do. That's great. I'm glad I figured that out. I really just need to come through and for each camera body really just focus in and match it. I'm photographing my first wedding of 2021 on the 22nd. All of my weddings so far this year have been video. Nice. Here we go again with the Canon version. Try and get that white balance in a good spot. I think with that, Raph, you may be able to change the film simulation. Oh, I see what you're saying. Here we are with these two shots. Good stuff. You're saying come back here, maybe? I don't see where I can do that. I want to know how it's a RAW file and it's black and white. You guys remember me saying last stream I did a quinceañera a couple weeks ago? That was a blast. Awesome. How did that end up going for you? How did you feel about the whole shoot in general? Man, look at this beautiful landscape. I think I'm gonna crop it too. Y'all know me, my center crop. Probably so many people will hate. Why is this guy always center cropping everything? Film sims are in the curve drop down. Film sims. Curves. Curves. Style brushes. Still can't find it. Let's go back to this shot. Beautiful shot. Below ICC profile. I'll find it one of these times, y'all. I'll get it someday. Base characteristics. It's just Fuji generic. XT3 generic. It's still black and white though. Show recommended. Show all. Curve. Whoa. Why is it black and white? Film standard? But if I reset it, it goes back to black and white. I don't understand. But it's color now. Ta-da! We did it. Thank you all for helping me through my Capture One deficiency. You could see the horizon up there and it messed me up, so. He found it! Yeah! This again, we need to straighten this up. I can't tell if they were on a hill or not, but that's that kind of stuff. It just happens sometimes too. I always hate that because I'm so strict on having my shots be straight. And then I'll come home for a wedding and be like, oh no, what are you doing? Shots all over the place. Like, how did I do that? What is it, CR2? So let's try the Canon version again. The greens look a little off. But let's see. So let's try to compare real quick. Here's that same shot. Come on. Come on, Lightroom. I've noticed that Lightroom, when it's straightening, it tries to keep any like areas where you're gonna lose the photo, where there'll just be like open space. It'll always prioritize not doing that rather than making it straight. And I'm always like, really? Just make the thing straight. Like, is that so much to ask for? Oh no, the greens are pretty much on. Look at that. Great job, Mark. This is basically usable. Oh yeah, that's nearly spot on. To be honest, we really need a Discord server. Oh, that'd be hype. I second Discord. I might have to do it. Might have to do it. Hey bro, zoom in your Fuji file so I can see the details. Not sure whether to go to get one or a Sony. Can you help me out? So as far as details, these aren't my Fuji files, but I can always... How do I make a variant? Also, the way Capture One treats Fuji files is very different. Mark always clutch with the knowledge. Yeah, Mark's in there. I mean, yeah, Fuji's pretty solid. Okay, we're almost at the end here. Let's go ahead and get through a couple more photos real quick. This is Canon again. Look at that. Would you say Fuji is soft compared to Sony files? Do you prefer the softer look? I don't know if it is soft. If anything, it's kind of dependent on the lens. But for the most part, I think it looks good. I've always been a fan of Fuji. I never really nitpicked how Fuji versus Sony looks, so. RW too. What is that? Oh, Panasonic. Yeah, I have no Panasonic shots at all. I'm not about to sit here right now and try and match these though. But yeah, the greens, as per always, the greens are always off on all these other camera systems. White balance is off too. Crazy. When will the next full wedding day come out? Have you ever shot? And how have your wedding shoots been going so far? Pretty good. So far this year I've done 3. Each of the weddings went really well. The full wedding day is being worked on. I'm 30 minutes into the video as far as how much watch time there is, and I still have a lot more to go through. Since y'all here, I can give you a little sneak peek if y'all wanna look at it a little bit. If you wanna see a little something. Yeah, let me know in the chat if y'all wanna see. I can show y'all a couple little clips. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'd have to sit down and try and match this whole Panasonic, because this thing is not. Not at all. It's like totally off. Here is Sony. So shots like this, I usually make black and white. But I want to see how the Sony version that I just made. Yep, I did it, y'all. Yeah. Sneak peeks. Everyone over here getting J. Cole album. I gotta listen to that. Got that hometown. We got all the good stuff here in North Carolina. We'd love to see here. Let me give y'all some sneaks. Let's open it up real quick. Beach balls. Come on, computer, you can do it. There you go. And let's not render right now, because you're gonna freak out. And good old Final Cut. Look at that timeline, y'all. This is 30 minutes right here. And I still got all of this I gotta go through. I got hours and hours of footage. So at the wedding, the photographer, or wow, if I could talk, The videographer, yeah, I turned the music off because I got the video going. The videographer's drone died. So what ended up happening is I let him fly mine. So I ended up with some drone shots. So there's gonna be drone shots in this full wedding day video and everything.
This stuff is mad tall. Y'all pull in nice and close, chest to chest. Cuddle up on each other, warm up a little bit in that sunlight. Y'all kiss one more time.
He was trying to get footage of the couple.
Lay your head on his
chest.
chest.
Up, obviously, because I was standing right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like that cold and then it warms and oh, y'all look good. Y'all just look at me.
Let me turn this down. I even got reception stuff. Oh wait, I can't play most of this. But yeah, there's speeches. We got speeches in there. We got first dances and stuff. They had sparklers going. We even got reception. I think even at one, oh, we got cake cutting. And all this stuff has audio. I think at one point I was even dancing. Oh yeah. Here, let me turn off the audio. Yeah, that's how we do it at the receptions, though. Who's shooting the BTS? I had someone in my area. It was my first time using him. He did really well, actually. I'm probably gonna use him more often because that was a good time. And he stayed the whole wedding day too. He was there like all day. But let's get back. Let's get back to editing these photos. I really seem to underestimate the time you spend on. Yeah, these videos take literal, like, I would say a month at least, like a full month of just editing and stuff. Because first I have to sync everything, and then after I sync everything, because I'm a music major, I'm super extra about my music edits. So if you really sit down and listen to the music in my full wedding day videos, you can tell that, like, I pick certain songs that work well with, you know, certain parts of the day so that, like, you can feel it too. Not just be like, oh yeah, here's a video. Like, I really want it to play out almost like a movie. And then on top of that, I have to edit the photos first. And so usually, since it's a real wedding, I edit the photos and then deliver the photos. Then after everything's synced, I find the music, I edit everything, and I cut it down a little bit so it's not so long. And then I have to find the spots where I want to put the actual photos. And then I have to find the photos and put them in, and I got to make sure I know what lens and everything I was. So it takes a lot of time. And again, for it to be like an hour-long video, like, it's a lot of editing. Full administration for the effort, or admiration for the effort you put into these videos, and classical piano here. Awesome. Yeah, I went to Berklee College of Music, so I majored in music production, sound design. But yeah, we got the whole thing. Since I had my drone with me too, I added some little drone sections. How to get the final edit photos. The photos that I'm editing here, I usually don't send them out to anyone. That would be a little too much, but maybe in the future I might start doing that. I need a hold fast strap. Yeah, them things. I'm telling you, I can't shoot weddings without them. They're hands down like some of the best. We got the dress shot. I got the whole thing in here. So yeah, I haven't even gotten to the groom prep yet. We just finished the bride prep. And then she has a first look with her dad. And then I have to come in here and edit the groom getting ready. But yeah, let me close out of this. Let's get the music back. Yeah, this Sony version looks good. And then let's make a variant, because like I said, photos like this I usually will black and white. Hey man, I gotta go. I'll probably watch it back and maybe I'll hop on again. Awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out in the stream. I hope you liked it. Did you make a Fuji look for the Sony? It's not a Fuji look. It's just my preset. The Natural Fills preset, which is what I use to edit all my photos. You switched to Mac? No, I have a Hackintosh. So my computer is both a PC and a Mac at the same time. And I can switch back and forth wherever I want to. So when I boot my computer, I can choose to either do Windows or Mac. So usually with my normal workflow, all my video editing and stuff happens in Final Cut because I used to work at Apple. So I got Final Cut Pro for free while I was there. So I use that, and I'm used to it because I worked at Apple. I learned how to use Final Cut Pro. So yeah, that's where I do most of, I would say Mac OS is like my professional side. It's where I do all my emailing. I don't really photo edit on here, but that's because I don't trust my Hackintosh just yet. But honestly, it's probably the most stable it's ever been. And aside from that, PC side is for gaming and photo editing. Looks like a film sim. Not really. It's not really based on any of the actual Fujifilm film simulations. It's pretty much just how I edit my photos. It's the look I came up with a while ago. Yeah, yes. Yeah, we nailed the Sony one. The Canon one looks pretty good too. I'll go over it again too. And then I have to do every camera body. Have you ever tried Premiere Pro? I opened it before and I did not like it. Mainly because it felt like Photoshop for videos. It felt like it had way too much going on. I couldn't do it. Yes, let's go. I finally nailed, yeah. Yeah, that's looking good on these Sony files. Thank you all for bearing through me editing my preset on the stream and trying to match. But yeah, I couldn't get into Premiere Pro. It had too much going on for me. This would be a good black and white too. I'm thinking my black and white is looking kind of rough too. I might go back and... Something feels off to me. Maybe it's that clarity. Can't stand Premiere. So unstable. Yeah, it had so much happening. I was just like, eh. Is that preset for set? It is for Lightroom. This is Capture One. So I'm working on converting my preset to a Capture One version. But as of now, there's only a Lightroom version of it. Yeah, this Sony stuff is looking good now. And this is basically where I want the preset to sit. Where it's just, you plop it on, it looks pretty good, you white balance a little bit, and it should be fine. Like that's where it should be sitting. And then between cameras, that's, you know, it should feel pretty general no matter the camera. So yeah, like this, I feel like the Canon one, the greens are still a little off. And I still need to go through and do a Nikon one. But it's good to know now, like, where I kind of sit with the preset. Yeah. These look good. I tried out Capture One when I first got a Fuji, and I tried it for a few months, but I went, yeah, I don't like Capture One. The only reason I'm using it again is to get this preset and to get it matched. All right, let me get a quick BRB, and I'll be right back with you all. All right. All right, all right, all right. Where were we? Oh, this is a JPEG. I'm sorry. Oh, here's Sony again. This one would look really cool in black and white, actually. Maybe a long shot, but any of you fine folks in or around Kansas City. Kansas folks. Yeah, this shot needs to be black and white. Here's the great question of always. Black and white or color? Sacramento. Ooh. Yeah, I want to do like I really want to do an in-person workshop or a photo walk or something. Capture One does have a lot of neat features, but I like Lightroom because it's on the iPad. Yeah, the mobile stuff really comes through. That's one of the biggest selling points of the Adobe stuff right now, is that they have all the mobile apps. Here's some more ARW goodness. Warm this up just a bit. The color version looks like a film grade. Yeah, it is kind of nice actually. I was still debating where I wanted the white balance, but I feel like when I cool it down too much, it just doesn't feel right. These are both great shots though. Y'all, I am so happy that this natural fills for Sony. Yeah, it's looking pretty on. Is this cropped way in? Something was off. Digital crop or something? Maybe I need to update. It looked like it was over sharpened. And the wonder. So here we are again with Canon. Which Mark really helped. Yeah, Mark really came through on this. This one's looking good too. Oh no, the landscapers. They gonna be mad loud, y'all. Oh no. Oh. Oh my goodness, hold on. Alright, it sounds like they're gonna be back here blowing for a minute, so we're just gonna have to deal with landscaping everywhere. Stephanie's in the chat. This photo looks great. Great job with this photo. This is I've talked about this before, and since I have you in the chat, I'll give you a little feedback. One of the things I've talked about in the past before is like when and where to shoot in Kelvin. So this was probably auto white balance. And I don't know, does it tell you? Oh no, this was Kelvin. But yeah, this was way too blue. So normally if your camera is giving you this, especially if you're doing auto white balance, you should try and change your white balance to go ahead and warm it up in camera, rather than taking an extra blue shot like this and then trying to white balance it in post. You can do it in post, but usually it never, it's just not the funnest way to do it at all. To be honest, I can't hear the landscapers. Oh, cool. That's good, because they're loud. Yeah, the Sony version of the natural fields and capture one is feeling good now too. So we got a Fuji and we got the Sony. The Canon's pretty much on too. I just want to double check it. Then I'll need to do a Nikon version as well. I forget to change my Kelvin. Yeah, usually I don't even shoot in Kelvin. I usually just auto white balance. It's only when the camera thinks it's too blue. But yeah, these are great shots. And again, that's just like small, you know, things to think about feedback. It's nothing like, we all make those mistakes. Or even my last behind the scenes engagement shoot, and everyone was like, whoa, you're supposed to ask the guy to take the phone out of his pocket. It happens sometimes, you know. You just start shooting and like you forget the basics. I feel like it happens on every shot I've ever done. This is Nikon. We could try to, maybe we can try and match the Nikon real quick. Let's see. Where is the shot? Where is the shot? Where is the shot? Here it is. Let's level you out as well. All right. So this is how I would edit it in Lightroom. And so stuff is way off, even if I bring the exposure up, it's still also, we're not level. That's why we shoot in RAW, y'all. White balance is so much easier to fix in RAW. Exactly. Any thoughts on Fuji maybe releasing new processor and new? No thoughts at all. That'd be cool though. I wish I knew more about what they were doing on the DL in the background, but I just know if Fuji releases too much, I might have issues because I like buying new gear. That's a problem of mine. Saturation seems pretty good actually. All right. What? Why didn't that? Oh, there it goes. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you so much for the super chat. That's crazy. Streamlabs was ahead of everything else. You built my confidence again. That's awesome. Yeah, your shots are great looking. Stay in there. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. It looks good. This is the boring part of photography. Where you're editing. Matching is never fun. Okay, so let's work on these greens because that's the main thing that's blaring right now. So again, with most every camera, the greens are not in that yellowy tone enough. And the saturation is just totally off. The lightness needs to come up too. Maybe the saturation is off still. Actually, yeah, it should be like in here. And then because of that, the saturation in the greens can come down some over to. Okay. There's something going on with the oranges in general. And the reds. Oh my goodness, it's hard to match. I might have to sit with this for longer than I thought. So I'm not gonna do it right now. My poor eyes. How often do you calibrate your monitor? Not often at all. Rarely. I usually do it like once. Oh, I found the feature on my OG EOS R a few years back. It made, oh, cool. think this is as close as I'm getting right now. Random question, do you have a system to collect feedback from your clients? Do you set up in your Honeybook? Usually, so feedback, I usually just ask for reviews, which when I send them their photos, I usually ask for the reviews then. This is good for now. Let's save this for our... So we don't want exposure, we don't want white balance, and we don't want rotation. That's our Nikon. That's pretty close. It's feeling pretty good. That should get us to a better place than what we had before. Is the focus off? Oh no, it just was loading weird. Yeah, this is much better than what we were working with before. Here's our before and after. Any tips on how to deal with unsatisfied clients after a shoot? So that's one of the harder things to deal with, and it really depends on the situation itself and also how you have, like, what relationship you've had with your client up until that point. So the biggest thing is, again, pre-wedding and when you're first meeting with your couple or your client, all of that is part of the stage of you setting up how your relationship is going to be with them. So you should already be on a really awesome working relationship with them before issues happen, because if you're not, the issues will be worse. So again, from the get, you need to be in a good relationship spot with your client, which in the end will make any issues you end up having much easier. Now, after that, again, it depends on the specific situation, but you want to try and tend to your client, but don't bend over backwards for them. So a great example was, I had a really awesome couple. They were so cool. They were actually the first wedding I shot on Fujifilm, and everything went great. The editing was cool, but the bride had issues with the makeup artist, and she felt like the makeup artist did her eyes a little too dark. So she felt like she had dark spots under her eyes and stuff. Now, when she came out the gate and emailed me, I could have initially been like upset and, you know, confrontational about what she was saying about her photos. But instead of coming out the gate and just being like, oh, why don't you like your photos, da 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 da, you know, I tried to work with her and figure out what the main issue was, and then I also offered to go back and re-edit some of the photos. So again, it really is dependent on the situation specifically and the working relationship you have with your client that will really tell, you know, how dealing with them is gonna go. I hear the blower now that you mentioned it. These are all great photos. I remember this from the last time I was editing. Too much magenta for once. This one might be better in black and white. Build that rapport. Yeah, it's always... I know I might sound like a broken record about it, but if you don't build the rapport first, you're gonna deal with it later, and it's not gonna be fun. Like, it won't be fun in the slightest. That's where most photographers mess up, because again, they think it's just photography. So they're like, yeah, I just show up, I just take the photos. It's customer service. And if you don't work the customer service the right way first, you're gonna hate the results you get. Especially if for some reason, because again, like that little thing that I had happen where the bride was unhappy, feeling like she has dark circles under her eyes on most of the photos, that could have turned into a whole issue. You know what I'm saying? It could have turned to a whole thing. But not only did we have good working relationship, but I, you know, heard her out and dealt with the situation in a way that worked out for both of us, where it wasn't just like, oh my goodness, let me go back and re-edit everything. But it was also like, I understand where you're coming from and I see you don't like this. Yeah, this Nikon version is much better. So let me, you know, let me help you out then with this issue that you're having. And, you know, there were some things where it was like, you know, this is out of my control, but I can do this. And I just had to be, you know, direct about it. But it's not mean. It's just, you know, this is what's happening. This is why it happened. Here's what I can offer you. Let's work through it. Oh, let's see what it looks like on this one too. Yeah, much better. That contrast really makes a difference. It is crazy that it's so different per camera. If your first reaction is to be confrontational, take a beat and step away. Yeah, exactly. Always clear your head. Remember that how you treat the client is going to set the standard of the future. Exactly. Also, if they recommend friends and family to you, like, it's going to come back at some point in time. Like, it's going to come back and you're going to have to deal with it again. So never just pop, because that's, and it's hard because that's the immediate feeling, especially when someone comes back and they're like, I don't like the photos. Even if they're like not being mean about it, even if they're being very reasonable, like, hey John, I got the photos and for the most part they're really good, but there's some things that just, you know, I wasn't really feeling. First gut reaction is always to be like, ugh, you don't like my photos? Ugh. You know? Like, that really is the gut reaction every time. But just like Mark was saying, like, you have to take a moment. These are great photos, y'all. I feel like I made a lot of progress on the natural fields preset. Thank you all for this, really. Like, this was super helpful for me because I got to a point now where I got the Sony looking good. I got the Nikon pretty much looking good. And I now know that I need to match it per camera, which I didn't realize was the case before. So when I sell the whole pack, it'll probably just have all the different cameras in it. So you'll have natural fields preset, Fuji, Sony, Canon, Nikon. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. And I didn't realize I had to do that before, but this really made a big difference. Like, I can't begin to tell y'all how big of a difference this made. Now I know what I need to do, and I can go back and touch up stuff because I'm in a good place already. So yeah, this I was thinking it wasn't going to be a while before I released it, but after this editing session, I think I'm way closer than I thought I was actually. Personally, I've worked on customer service field my entire life. The taking photos was the hard part. Dealing with people comes naturally. Yeah. I use Capture One and I will def get this. Yeah, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna release it. It's gonna be awesome. This has been the goal for like literally the last 6 months. My wife every other day is like, did you finish the capture one preset? How's the preset going? And I'm always like, ah! Actually, she was the one who helped me get to the next spot because she noticed something was off in the photos. And just the way that she explained what it was helped me figure out what it was, and then went from there. So close, very close. Yeah, closer than I've been in a long time. This is awesome. Also, beautiful photos. Thank you for always submitting your work. I'm glad you all enjoy watching me edit your photos. Let me export these photos real quick let's make sure that they actually are looking okay. Where are we gonna go? We're gonna go where I normally put all my photos. YouTube, and we need a new folder. We're gonna export JPEG 100% quality, 300 DPI, PPI, scale fixed, da 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 da. Export. Good job, excited for you. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's not easy. This actually has been very encouraging because the last time I edited and finished and then saw it wasn't working well for other camera bodies, I was like totally discouraged, and I was like, oh, I guess I'm done. I'm never gonna be able to do natural feels. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad forever. I was like, I'm never gonna get it to work. All right, let's double check and see how these turned out on the export, because that's also a big part of this too. We need the photos to look good even after they come out. Which, yeah, that looks sharp too. So this is a Fuji. I think this was also a Fuji. Looks great. This was Fuji. Black and white looks good. This was also Fuji. This looks great. This was our first Canon. This one looks good as well. This was Nikon, if I remember correctly. You said PPI, and I immediately wished my monitor was a 300 PPI. Here's Nikon. Yeah, these look good. This was Fuji. This was Nikon. No, this was Sony. This was Fuji. This was Canon. This was Sony. Yeah. Yes. It's happening. I'm doing it. Mom. Mom, I'm doing it. Thanks for that sub. Oh, great job. When you're using command click to click multiple things and then you miss the click on one photo. Oh, we getting all the subs coming through. Are these real subs? I still haven't figured that out yet. Whenever I get 50 subs that drop out of nowhere. Great photos. Let's do another export check. They should be going to the same place. Looking good, looking good. Adjustments. How cool. Oh, you can do output sharpening? Ooh. Oh. Wow. Yeah, Capture One's not too bad though. It's a cool program. I'll probably, especially it's much better at tethering, and because it can handle Fuji for tethering as well. Like obviously I'll still use Capture One in certain settings, but that was it for the export. Let's see how these look. So this time I put screen sharpening on them as well. But yeah, it looks good. Yeah. Everything looks good. Yeah, this is, we made a lot of progress today. This was so cool. Is there anything in Capture One that you've seen that you wish Lightroom had? Not really. There hasn't been a feature that I ran into yet where I was like, yes, why don't we have this in Lightroom? Can you tether to XT30? Any idea on how to tether it to the computer? I can try real quick right now. But basically with anything for tethering, you just USB-C right into your computer. Yeah, these actually look good. Like I can actually stand next to these photos and say that the edits are great. That's awesome. So good. Actually, where are my cameras at? Ugh. Here we are with an XT3. I got this adapter. We can throw this tilt shift lens on there. If I can figure out how to, there we go. Okay, so here we are now. We got an XT3, we got a tilt shift lens, and I think, pretty sure this cable is hooked into my computer. That's not what I want. Capture One is really designed for professionals that need to create customized workflows for different work types. Yeah, and see that's, whereas Lightroom is made for editing photos. You know, like USB tether shooting. Plug it in. What happened? Nothing happened. Is this not connected to the computer? Whoa, what's this? What's this? No camera connected. I thought this was connected to the computer. Let's see if I can find another USB cable real quick. I got USB-Cs floating around all over the place. But they're never like easily accessible. They're always like somewhere random. Oh wait. Where are my USB-C cables? All right, I got cables. What you know about cables? I got them. Oh, I need a longer cable. We're gonna test it out anyway though. Even though I need a longer cable. Is that what you like, Capture One? No? No? That's not what you like? Let's go to USB tethered fixed. Images are not saved in the card. Did mouse. I don't know how to tether shoot, y'all. Is there something special you have to do? Oh, add a camera. Shouldn't it just see it? Shouldn't it just be like, oh hey, there's a camera? I was shocked that I could connect an old consumer camera on a 2012 Mac Mini. Professional images on customer gear. Who knew? Yeah, nothing's happening. My camera is hooked up. But other than that, nothing's happening. I literally don't know how to tether. Oh wow, I can't even focus. Crazy. I can't take pictures, I can't do nothing. I don't understand. We'll figure it out sometime. Turn your camera into video mode. Don't you need a special tethering cable? Maybe. I thought it was just a USB-C connection. Or isn't there like a... Isn't there like a window you're supposed to go to? Isn't there like a... New session? Capture counter? Any USB? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's just USB. New session. Oh no, I don't need a session. Do 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 camera. Yeah, so I have in camera set to PC connection. I had it set to auto, or I have it set to fixed. Or maybe I'll switch it back to auto. So connection settings, connection mode, USB tether shooting. I'll do USB tether shooting auto. And then I'm doing USB-C to USB-C. Finally, once the cable's connected to the camera on the computer, you can open Capture One Pro, go to Tethering tab. See, that's what I thought there was a something. Well, I think I'm in the Tethering tab, right? This looks like it. And you'll see your camera and settings. Yeah, So yeah, this is probably, it's just not seeing it for whatever reason. Let's see what else I have down here. Here's a longer cable. Real-time learning. Yeah. This is the real life of a self-employed wedding photographer. Sitting around thinking that you know how to do something, and then when you try to do it, you're like, why is it not working? And then you're on YouTube searching around. And you're on Google searching around. And the whole time it's just like, why is it not working? I have to go back to work. Thank you for hanging out in the stream. Thank you for catching a bit of it. I hope you enjoyed watching me struggle with Capture One. Okay, here we go. We switching. New connection. Oh, this is, I don't even know if this is seeing it. I don't understand. Shouldn't it just do it? Whoa. What is this? No camera connected. Why does it say add camera? Why do you hate me? Capture One. Capture One. Capture. Providers. They got Fuji. Set up camera connection. Connection mode used tether. Yep, that's what I have that all set up. I'm not sure why it's not working. Connection setting. Yep, USB fixed. I'm glad I didn't schedule a stream of me like shooting. Trying to do tethered shooting. Because this would have been the whole stream of me sitting here being like, why is it not working? It's dope that you are troubleshooting it now so that when you need it, you'll have, yeah. And see, that's what you do. When you sit down to figure something out, if you can't figure it out, you need to like go ahead and try to do it. You should never be like trying to figure out stuff right before you actually need it. I wonder, does it have anything to do with Capture One? Okay. Oh my goodness. Why do you need to access everything? New session. No camera. I don't understand. I don't understand. Yeah, I've gone through 2 different USB-C cables now. And they both don't want to work. It looks like the camera sees the connection, but it seems like my battery power is, oh, I'm on a grip, but the grip is empty. But the camera itself has battery life in it still. Streamlabs got you. I'm about to go to Streamlabs right now and switch some of that. Some of y'all need to be able to caps lock the whole time if you want to. Because you're such great viewers. Regulars. How can I tell if someone's a regular or not? Is there a way to like make a list? How does it know? Huh. Not all USB cables are alike. This is lame. How many cables should I try? Here, let's try another one. Oh yeah, this other one is connected. So I guess this other one wasn't working either. Lame. I can't comment on Capture One. It works flawlessly, Capture 120. I wonder if that's the case. I have 20. Oh, you can't run both at the same time. Can I just do a thing? No. No. Ah. All right, Stephanie, thanks for hanging out in the stream. I'm glad you enjoyed the photo editing. Yep, I guess it's the cables. The one spot I can hook up to my computer is currently being taken by my microphone. So I could always try that spot, but then I'd be micless. Oh well, I'm not gonna waste my whole life away on this for right now. But now I'm curious and I'm gonna have to figure it out because it's bothering me. You still have Lightroom open? Can it be the automatically? Ooh, I don't know if that would be the case, but that's a good point. In camera settings, get USB test. Yep, I have that all set. Good old pen and pad. Gonna figure it out. Okay, here we go again. Oh, look. It's trying to import. It wasn't doing that before. Oh no, because I had it open the whole time. This was the last wedding I just did. Actually, since we're here, let's see how Capture One does. Oh, what is it doing? Not by name. Can I select? So I did this wedding last weekend, I think it was. It was a pretty good time. I'm just randomly choosing these photos, so I don't know if they even look good or not. You know, like when you take a couple of shots and like one of them's just not a banger shot. Where'd my walking shot go? Oh yeah, because it's not both cameras. Duh! Okay, that's fine for now. John, do you have an actual tethering cable, or are you just... I'm just using a random USB-C cable, so that's probably the main issue. I need to get a tethering cable. I have a camera shop close to me. I can grab one real quick. Why does it sort everything all weird? Here we go. I mean, yeah. Natural feels on my Fuji stuff feels good. Like this is where it should be. Oh wait, what did I do? Oh my goodness. Wait, that's what I just messed up last time. Oh, what happened to this shot? Do you shoot in silent mode when you're shooting the ceremony portion of the weddings, or do you just let that shutter? I just pop it off the whole time. Now, Fujifilm cameras, the shutters are pretty quiet in the first place, especially the X-T4. The shutter on the X-T4 is so quiet. Like, it's kind of ridiculous how quiet it is. What lens was this? Oh yeah, the 50 f1 at f1. Look at that fall off. So good. I mean, yeah, this feels pretty good. Capture One's not so bad to edit in, I guess. I guess it is not so bad. I just got here, but are you already made filters from Lightroom or Photoshop? I have my preset that I use in Lightroom most of the time. Right now, I'm in Capture One, trying to use the preset I normally use in Capture One. Thanks for sharing. Can tethering be done? Yeah, you should be able to tether with any kind of camera. See if the auto white balance. Oh, the auto white balance is actually pretty good. Change the workspace to migrate it. Where was that? I saw that somewhere. Migration? Whoa. Look at them. Hey, it looks just like Lightroom. Don't you want to switch programs? Oh yeah, this doesn't feel so bad. Oh no. It's a pain to change back though. Yeah. Window workspace migration. I love your work. Just found you 2 weeks ago and I've been upset. Oh, thank you so much. When are you doing other edits, portfolio reviews, or anything else? So far I've been doing these edits. Oh, I missed the focus. I've been doing it once a month, normally towards the end of the month. So I'll probably be scheduling out my next one soon. Here's the cheat code for all wedding photographers. If you missed the focus, but it was a banger shot, make it black and white and say it was artsy. No one will ever know the difference. I'm like, whoa, it really is artsy. What a great shot. Do you usually post on Instagram? Yeah, Instagram is usually where I post about submitting your photos. Something about these edits look weird to me. This first one though, this is good. This is almost spot on with what I would normally do. That actually looks really good. Y'all over here about to make me switch to Capture One. That looks really good actually. I'm kind of surprised at how good it looks. Does your black and white base on Capture One Acros Fujifilm? I can't remember. I think it might be though. Love your thought process about images and editing. I've been a wedding photographer for 4 years. Awesome. To look a little darker than your normal edits. Yeah, something. I might go back and redo my black and whites as well. But you see how like the Lightroom always has this like glowiness to it. Maybe the highlights are what's off. Actually, yeah, the highlights definitely are off. But the tones are pretty much on, and that's the main thing that matters to me. Oh, here's that black and white. I always just attach plus 3D haze to combat the Lightroom glow. I kind of like the Lightroom glow. It is weird though that there's just like this automatic, like everything's so glowy. Lightroom. The Lightroom glow. But yeah, this is looking pretty spot on. But yeah, this is the wedding I just shot last weekend. I actually need to cull all the photos. I haven't even culled the photos yet. But yeah, there's something like, I don't know if it's the contrast or what. Something feels like there's not enough of that Lightroom glow. I always feel like I don't call enough. Little pink on my end. Yeah, my stuff tends to be, I do always lean towards magenta. I'm kind of heavy-handed on the magenta. That's actually pretty normal for me. Your pictures are super amazing. I was indecisive to buy a Fuji film, but after watching your videos, I had to buy one. My family loves how the Fuji film takes photos. Awesome. Yeah, Fujifilm, it's good stuff. I've been a big fan ever since I started using their stuff. Yeah, no. That was really good progress today. Really good stuff. All right. But for now, it's time for me to head on out so I can eat and do some other work because I always have way too much to do. But thank you all for hanging out on the stream. I hope you enjoyed watching me edit some of your photos. And I hope you liked seeing me struggle through using Capture One and trying to match it with my own stuff. Because, yeah, that was a lot, but it really worked out, actually. Thank you all for helping me along on getting the Natural Fields preset working better on Capture One. And I'm hoping to have it out for all of you all at some point in time. I'm also going to probably send out an email to anyone who's purchased the Lightroom version, and y'all will get like a entry-level discount type of thing. But we'll have to wait until I actually finish the preset. But I'm close. I'm so close. Have you messed with the curves? And just did the loop? Yeah, the curves, I did that like a couple of weeks ago. That was a whole process. The curves was what happened when my wife was like, something looks off, like it's a little faded here. And I was like, gotta go in and do the curves now. So yeah. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks, Mark, for hanging out. I'm about to make you a moderator on my stream. Thank you all for hanging out. Thanks for all the help with the Capture One. And yeah, I will catch you all next time. The next stream is probably going to be critiquing blog posts on your websites. And also, hopefully, we'll have Capture One out soon. So it's Friday. Y'all have a great weekend, and I will catch you all next time. All right. Peace.